Peace and blessings be unto you. I am Bishop JT Dixon. I am your host for the Restoring Light podcast, and I'm also the author of the Restoring Light trilogy. First book here you see in front of me, and the title of that book is Overcoming the Dark Past. It is currently selling on Amazon. You could go directly to Amazon and purchase a copy, or you can follow up with me and purchase a copy directly from me, and I will send you a signed copy in the mail. So either way, Amazon, you can reach me on my Restoring Light Facebook page. So please follow us. The second book is at the publisher right now as we speak. The title of that book is From Chains to Change. Very intriguing journey that we are taking so you can see how brilliant you are and how strong your ancestors have been. I'm excited about this project, and I think you will be also. And the third book I'm working on, those of you that were a part of the first episode last Thursday, I appreciate you viewing the podcast, and I appreciate you subscribing. So I'm so excited about where we are and what we're doing and what the path, the journey that we are about to take together. So thank you for joining me. I'll be here every Thursday at 7 o'clock a.m. So you can follow us on YouTube, Spotify, or iHeart, and on Buzzsprout. So I look forward to taking this journey with you along with the partners that we're going to pick up along the way. And we're going to help people with their businesses. We're going to help people with psychological challenges that you might be dealing with. We're going to talk about all the things that's pertaining to our community. However, we invite everybody that wants to be a part of our community and have a like mindset. You are more than welcome to join us here at Restoring Light and on the path that we're about to take to unify our community, to grow our community, to continue to strengthen our community. I'm excited for you. So we're on a journey, and I appreciate you being here with me. You're going to take the time out to tune into this podcast. I feel like I have a responsibility to you to give you something that you could be excited about hearing. An old man told me years ago, he said, just because you are very skilled at riding a tame horse, it does not mean that you can hop on a rodeo bull and think you could tame the bull. So this podcast thing is really like a bull. It'll throw you. But I thank my friends again for being that support, being that person that can speak to me. What they say, speak truth to power. Not that I do have power over this podcast, but I appreciate the input. I appreciate the suggestions that I get. But I have to say, I appreciate my friends. They're so clever. My friends know how to give you great feedback. And the feedback is wrapped in this beautiful wrapper. However, as you open the wrapper, you might get cut by a razor. So although they present it in a very nice, beautiful way, it's pretty sharp and it gets your attention. And I appreciate that. Iron sharpens iron. So I thank you so much for your feedback. So let's get back on the bull. It tossed me one time. I will not give it the opportunity to do it again. Okay? This is what I want to talk to you about today. You are the prize. You are the prize. Baby, let me tell you something. When you actually take the time and look at the history of our ancestors, look at the history of your parents, your great-grandparents, and just imagine the things that they had to endure so your life can be as comfortable as it is today. Kudos to our ancestors. Kudos to our great-great-grandparents and our grandparents who dealt with all of the unnecessary evil that they had to deal with just so we can have this freedom that we have today. The reason why I was so excited to get back on here is to share with you the discovery that I made, and I hope you will make the same discovery if you have not done so already. You are the prize. Listen, I know on social media you have arguments. Is the man the prize? Is the woman the prize? You are the prize. So if you are a woman listening to me, you're the prize. If you are a black man listening to me, you are the prize. Why? Because everything that has been sown into you from our ancestors, other than the trauma, has been strength, resilience, brilliance, and unity. All the way up to recent years, there was a tremendous amount of unity in our community, and you were birthed out of that. You were birthed out of greatness. You were birthed out of pain. Everything under the sun, every emotion and love, endurance, tenacity, you were birthed out of that. So baby, you are the prize. You have come from a family, a legacy of people that endured hardship, as they say in the Bible, as a good soldier. So now you can understand why you can go through things and have that strength that passes all understanding. You can go through things that most people can crumble under, but look at you. You're still here. You're still holding on. You're still walking with your head up high and looking to the hills that, like as the Bible says, from whence cometh my help, because for me, all of my help cometh from the Lord. In my first book, I talk about Sarah. Sarah is Ezekiel's wife, and this is in the beginning of slavery. The characters in my book is Ezekiel and Sarah. They both go through some difficult periods in their life in my story, but the theme that you're going to find out with Ezekiel and Sarah, Ezekiel felt like Sarah was the prize. Sarah felt like Ezekiel was the prize. And their children felt like their parents was the prize. So when you look back over our history, society has convinced some of us that we are the victims. We're not the victims. We are the prize. All we have to do is stop following the smoke and pay attention to the fire. We're being held back because we're looking at all the smoke around us. We're looking at all the distractions around us, and we're angry with one another. We have divides in our community, and that's the smoke. We need to look at the fire. We need to look at the 10 practices of slavery, and I also wrote about those in the book, and we're going to talk about those. We're going to break them down in the coming weeks on this podcast. Exploitation, dividing the family, mental torture. So all the practices that were exhibited from the beginning of our captivity all the way up until today are some of the same practices. But now back to Sarah and Ezekiel. They endured a lot. So look at Ezekiel and Sarah as your great-great-great-grandparents. And they passed it on to their children, and they had to deal with stuff, but they held on to all the teachings that their parents had given them. So the African heritage, they knew that it was so strong that they knew they had to divide us. They knew they had to do everything to tear us down spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally. But guess what, baby? It didn't work. It had some delays. It had some painful moments. They went through a lot. We all have gone through a lot, but we haven't gone through anything compared to what our original ancestors that came here from Africa. We haven't gone through anything compared to what they had to endure. But however, the DNA that they came here with is the very exact DNA that flows through your bloodline. That's why I entitled the third book, Slavery is Not My DNA. It was only an experience that we had to endure that was invoked by a group of people. So we pay homage to our ancestors who produced what we have today. Now, the situation in America, the things that we face in America, that's man-made. But everything that they tried against us, guess what? We survived it. So you're the prize. You're the innovator. You're the creator. You're the mathematician. Your history is much stronger than America has ever allowed you to know. You are inventors. You are musicians. You're athletes. You're scholars. You're the prize. So don't let anyone for a moment make you feel like you're not. And that has been the attempt of America to make us feel like we are not who we are. So the picture was painted of another character, but that character is not my DNA. That character is not your DNA. You come from a line of family who endured, who didn't step back. The Bible says, I am more than a conqueror. You are more than a conqueror. That's who you are. Your history shows that you are a conqueror. Your background, your grandmother, what she went through, your mother, what she went through, your father, what he went through, your great uncle, what they went through, prove to you that you are more than a conqueror. You are more than Jim Crow laws. You are more than segregation. You are more than DEI. None of those things can stop you, because in this country, there have been many attempts, ongoing attempts to suppress the black community. And I must say, some of the things that they've done, they delayed us pretty good. I can remember my uncle going through Yanceyville. He had a tremendous amount of land, knowing that he was cheated out of his land and how much land that was that he had. But guess what? His family still pressed forward. Every weapon. What did the Bible say? No weapon formed against me shall prosper. I'm taking you through periods of our history where weapons were formed, weapons were used, weapons were meticulously organized, but guess what? They didn't prosper. They delayed, but you were not denied. So you're the prize, baby. If I were in church, I would tell you to turn to your neighbor and tell your neighbor, I'm the prize. Some of you probably did it anyway, right? You so churchy. You looked at somebody, or you act like somebody was beside you, and you gave them a high five and said, I'm the prize. That's cool. You have to know you. You have to know who you are. The attempt in America was that we don't know who we are. And I can honestly say, for a long period of my life, all I thought I was a descendant of slaves. Some of you are the same way. So we're all in this thing together. Just stop looking at the smoke and know that there's a fire burning. And if we keep walking around not looking at the fire, we're going to be burned. When your unity is the answer. That's what they did during the Reconstruction era. Our ancestors stuck together, getting the Emancipation Proclamation signed. The churches, Harriet Tubman, Frederick Douglass, worked tirelessly to get that proclamation signed. So you got tenacity in your blood. You got the will to sacrifice in your blood. You have the will to stand up against wrong in your blood. That's your DNA. You can't run away from it. No longer will we complain. No longer will we have expectations from others. We have the power. We have the knowledge. We have the ability. We have the strength. We have the stick-to-itness to make this happen. Why? Because you're the prize and I'm the prize. If you were not the prize, you wouldn't be such a threat. If I was not the prize, I would not be the threat that I am, even though we do nothing to deserve, but we're a threat to many. Background of strength, unity, and power. Wow. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. Now, when you think about that, if someone was intimidated by you, just you individually, and you probably have people in your circle that's intimidated by you because of your strength. They're probably intimidated by you because it doesn't appear that anything shakes you. It doesn't appear that anything throws you off balance because you are a bounce back kid. Whatever happens, whatever's going on, I'm going to make it happen. And that's been the mentality in our community for so long because that's what we've had to do. We'll figure it out. When they're sitting around talking about taking care of something in the home, we'll figure it out. Don't have the answer right now, but we'll figure it out. We're the figure it out society, but guess what? We're no longer going to be the figure it out society. We're going to set plans in motion. We're going to start seeing more clearly the reason groups of people do what they do against us. They already understand our strength. They already recognize our unity strength. They already know how much further we will be ahead if we stop allowing people to exploit us. But before I go any further, I want to take the time to pause here and thank our partners.
Looking to take your business to the next level? Say hello to Waka Global, your full-service partner for all things product development, sourcing, manufacturing, and supply chain solutions. From concept to market, we streamline the entire process, providing personalized end-to-end solutions. Imagine seamless product development, ethical sourcing, efficient U.S. manufacturing, and optimized supply chains, all under one roof. With Waka Global, you can navigate the complexities of global manufacturing with confidence. So whether you're looking to innovate, source, manufacture, or grow, Waka Global is your ultimate partner. Visit us at www.wakaglobal.com or drop us an email at wakausa@wakaglobal.com. Let's unlock global opportunities.
Am I the only one that didn't know home care could be this comforting? It's like having a friend by your side. At Health Pro First, we believe care should be personal, comforting, and above all, feel like home. Serving Wake County and surrounding areas, our team is dedicated to providing compassionate in-home healthcare assistance that meets your unique needs. Whether you need non-medical support or specialized care, we tailor our services to fit your lifestyle and preferences. For those with a passion for caregiving, we also offer education and training to help you make a difference. Call us at 919-495-4091 or visit hf-pros.com. Health Pro First, where care feels like home.
Each one, teach one. Bob Marley sings a song, "Emancipate yourself from mental slavery." You see, there's Bob right there. That's why I have Bob up. If you listen to Bob's music, it's about freedom. It's about mental freedom, among other things, love, unity, joy. Everything that this podcast stands for, Bob Marley, and you can't see him in here, but Dr. King and Muhammad Ali, they all stood for the same thing. So when it comes to unity, I'm looking for like-minded spirits for the ultimate outcome. If we believe in God the Father, if we believe in the fruit of the Spirit, and we believe in where there's strength, there's unity, we can play in this ball game together. Okay? I have the drive and the motivation for me to make sure you have that network is very strong for me. Because I wouldn't be sitting in this seat right here today if it had not been for my network. So I believe so strongly in a strong network that I want to perfect a network here of 12, and I want to duplicate it. We're going to support one another, and we hope that it becomes contagious and you start supporting black business. Support black farmers. God bless you. May heaven smile upon you. May peace of God be forever with you. Please like, share, ring that little bell on YouTube so you can get the notifications. Okay? And I'm going to commit to putting the time in. So if you're going to give me your time, I'm going to put in time so I will deserve the honor of your time. God bless you. May heaven smile upon you. May the peace of God be forever with you. See you next Thursday, 7 o'clock a.m., Restoring Light. Peace and blessings.